Restored Republic via GCR update as of August 12, 2017. Transcript can be found at iqdcalls.com. Compiled by Judy Byington. A. GCR, Blossom, GCR/RV Astrology. 1. The IMF is now taking ZIM at 1-1 per the approval of Bank of China/Chinese elders. As much as you got. As in infinite. 2. The RV is here, folks. B. TNT call Rayren 98, TNT Showtime call Cliff Notes by Sunny. 1. Iraqi PM Abadi had a press conference where he made the proclamation that Iraq had exited Chapter 7. 2. To raise knowledge, the in-country dinar rate was 1:1. If true, that would make Iraq Article 8 compliant. 3. Information was out that Kuwait received their last payment, to satisfy the IMF requirements, for Article 8, along with removing multiple currencies in the country. 4. No auction reports for August 11th. If everything goes according to what I expect, don't be surprised if no auction reports on Mon. August 14th. That too could be a signal of Article 8 compliance. 5. The targeted execution date was August 21st based on what they put out there. 6. We had some sources looking for at least a phase of the GCR to happen this week. Some of us could start going August 11th. 7. Iraqi contractors and others were told to have all their bookkeeping in by August 21st, but anything could possibly happen before then. 8. 000 dinar notes inside Iraq have a 2-year time limit to exchange. That would not affect us here in the US. 9. The general public would not have access to the contract rate. 10. Ray knows nothing about there being a limited time to exchange the ZIM. C. Blue Wolf update, UN announcement, Iraq is officially a sovereign country, August 10th. A UN announcement is expected informing the world that now Iraq is officially a sovereign country with no ties to sanctions whatsoever. NA masked Blue Wolf. D. GCR Intel Situation Report, Shetland, GCR/RV Intel Sitrep. 1. Not offering a hard Intel Sitrep because there is no hard Intel being allowed out from our sources today, August 11th. We're that close. 2. This is not the first time I've gone dark, but this weekend will be the first time for a positive and undisclosed reason. Wink. Wink. Nudge. Nudge. E. Blue Wolf Intel Update, Puerto Rico, it is up to you. 1. Puerto Rico is the only nation in the world with the most dinars per square feet. 2. Its governmental debt has placed the island and its people into bankruptcy. 3. Its government's and banks' intention to use a law created by our last president which states that when the credit or debit of the country is unrecoverable that they can go into all people's accounts over $100,000 and extract its monies to pay its malicious debt. 4. This intent is now going on and they are trying to negotiate it into effect with the Chinese, who have acknowledged that this is unlawful, illegal, and not right by its people or by any means. 5. For those of you living in PR, now you know their intentions. Now you can accept this robbery or do what is correct, and that is to establish your accounts elsewhere away from the hands of these thieves. It is up to you. F. Anna Von writes on Why World War III, by Susie. If you want your lawful government restored, 50 individual republics, organize your local county and then your state government. Nobody can do it for you. You have to take it on, hold the meetings, and do the drill. The Michigan General Jural Assembly is ready to help and hosts a Thursday night national call-in. Found on iqdcalls.com. We are still operating on our own resources and every bit that comes in helps prevent World War III. G. Ski Racer, Lesson 3, Your Appointment. A. The Appointment. Dial *67 before calling the 800 number to block your telephone number from the call center. 1. If you want anything but the international rates, you must call the 800 number to make your appointment. 2. Info to have on hand for the call. Your name. Your zip code, i.e., zip code where you want to see. An email address, see below. The number of currencies you want to exchange, if you have ZIM, mention it first. Each and every adult exchanging will need their own private appointment, although married couples may possibly go together. You are permitted to bring an advisor with you. You may not bring someone along who intends to exchange at your appointment and pretend they are your advisor. The zip code you provide is the zip where you wish to exchange. If you are on vacation, you likely will not use the zip code of your residence, but where you happen to be on vacation, or the zip code in a neighboring town where you'd rather have your personal business known instead of at home. Whatever your reason, provide the zip of where you want to exchange. Your email address should be one that you will delete immediately after the exchange. The bank will want to keep in touch with you and be paid to sell your information to whomever is willing to pay. So protect yourself now. B. Preparing for your appointment. It's best to have two picture IDs, one a passport or other proof of citizenship should you be asked or a birth certificate, driver's license, Costco card, etc. Your currency. I suggest you bundle them by type of currency, where obtained. Bring your certificates of authenticity if you acquired them from a dealer such as sterling, a receipt if from a bank or forex, etc. You do not need your gift letter, that is for the IRS to substantiate the date upon which you acquired the currency. I advise you to label each bundle, the amount of currency within, and ID each bundle. Blue pen so your signature on paperwork is identifiable as original. A calculator. Paper. Reading glasses if you use them. You can ask for up to $10,000 cash to take from the bank. If you plan to CE into a business entity, gather the documents showing the legal name, tax ID, letters of incorporation. I suggest opening the accounts prior to the appointment. C. To do before your appointment. Drive to the appointment site to check routes, timing, parking, etc. Make some decisions. Will you take an advisor with you? You shouldn't really need one. Will you take a higher rate in exchange for your leaving a percentage of your money with the bank for 5 to 50 years? Remember, you can move money to an account with checks and just pay things off via check. I highly recommend that you have one account that you call the motherlode account where most of your funds are kept. This account will have no internet access, limited teller access, no checks, etc. Then you move funds to other accounts that do have printed checks, and from here you pay off mortgages, student loans, etc. from this secondary account. You can track all movements of funds from the motherlode to where and for what purpose historically. Do you want to add, all rights reserved without prejudice, above your signature? Research that now and decide. Know if you will allow your currency to leave your site and under what circumstances. Do you need a signed receipt by teller and manager, or is teller sufficient? Try to think about all the things that might come up. D. On signing forms. I am worried about all the forms they want me to sign, and they normally do it all electronically now. They shove the screen in front of you and say, "Sign here." It just says you are who you say you are. I do not believe a word of it. I ask for a printout of what I am to sign, I read every word, then I have them initial each and every page and to certify in writing that my printout is indeed what I am signing electronically. Only then do I sign the paperwork, and then I instruct them to copy it for themselves and for me, duly signed by both sides. E. Further preparations. Rehearse what you will say during your CE. Do it in front of a mirror to practice looking professional and worthy. Practice asking for the contract rate, asking to see their screens, asking for a printout of this screen as a kind of guarantee of a rate. Do not be taken in by the bewilderment of your teller, nor let them run off for several minutes. Ask for them to print out the screen, give it to you, then run off if necessary. Know what you will do if they tell you they are sending your currency away for a week, and know what your response will be. Know what you will do if they say their rate is $X and you expected twice that, $2X. Plan what you will wear to the appointment and make sure it is at the ready, cleaned, pressed, etc., down to the color of socks and jewelry. Practice your words in calmness. Behave with dignity but be firm. This is not the time for humor or jokes, but it is the time for premeditated action. Make up a story for how you came to have money to tell the world. It can be anything but the truth. I had a long-term investment that finally came through, is simple enough. F. The appointment. Give yourself plenty of time to get ready. Take your prepared envelope or briefcase with packets, account numbers, pen, calculator, IDs, glasses. Show up well ahead of the appointed hour to accommodate traffic, parking, moments to gather yourself, say a little prayer, etc. Practice being gracious and look like you know how to have money. Be specific, write this info down. I am here to do a currency exchange. Would you be kind enough to give me the rates? Verify the rate at which you will be transacting. Ask to see the screen to see if there are higher rates available and ask for one if you see it. Summarize what you plan to do. Please give me all of the account balance in cash, or cashier's check, and a receipt showing a $0 balance for these accounts. Present the list of accounts. Use multiple accounts so you do not mix asset-backed funds with non-asset-backed funds in case this becomes important, i.e. dinars go into a different account from dongs, etc. There is info that only the dinar currency needs to be isolated. Then we will do the CE. Then I want a receipt after the CE showing the new balance in each of my accounts, please. I have a list of accounts here where I will be depositing these funds. How do you wish to proceed? Be clear and concise. Take your time. Do not let them rush you through one of the most important business meetings you will ever have. Be patient, calm, controlled, and firm. Read absolutely everything in its entirety before signing it. You will likely be given an NDA if you are taking the contract rate. Ask for a copy and stand there and read it carefully, especially the last page in any small print. Ask questions if necessary. Get them to sign and date the copy you will keep. Then and only then should you sign the NDA. Ask for a copy of everything else you have signed at the exchange. Don't forget your copy of every receipt of each transaction.